Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Sunday, December 12, 2021. The sun in adventure-seeking Sagittarius brings us right up to the winter solstice this month, where it then will make ingress to Capricorn. Winter solstice, the shortest day and longest night of the year, is the point where autumn finally pivots to winter around the 20th, and we begin to welcome more sunlight into our days, even as they continue to grow colder. While the sun is still in Sag, the days grow shorter while our yearning for fresh discoveries increases. The moon is in Aries all day today, and this is likely to bring out the fire in our temperaments, attitude, and dispositions. We feel the urge to act, especially on that thing that fuels our drive, and that action is blessed as long as we can maintain empathy. The waxing gibbous nature of this moon indicates an increase in our energy and enthusiasm. We focus on the fruition of our plans and intentions so that we can come to embody them with the full moon next Saturday. Let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretations. I have prepared a legend of the symbols we'll be looking at today so that we can start with an idea of some of the energies that are in play. Forever at the top of our list is the sun. The sun represents our outer life. This is who we are when we step out the door, the person that people get to know when they first meet us, and also how we engage in our work, social, and civic spheres. After that comes the moon, and the moon represents our inner life. This is more to do with our relationship with ourselves, the emotions, intuitions that we feel, the thoughts we have, and also how we engage in our domestic spheres with those who are at home with us. Saturn represents structures, especially those structures that we take on the responsibility to maintain so that we can sort of maintain the life that we want for ourselves and our loved ones. Venus represents love and money, or how do you relate to those things that you value the most? Pluto represents extremes, that is, like the extreme ends of the story, the end and the beginning, the death and the rebirth, but also the high highs and the low lows of our intuitions, our emotions, and our experiences in general. Mercury relates to the intellect, especially our day-to-day communications, thoughts, the plans we make, and the running around we do. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, positive vibrations, and good fortune. Mars is here, and that represents initiative, especially your personal sense of initiative, the fire, the drive that gets you up and going. And Chiron, down here, represents our ability to heal and how we're doing it. As far as aspect energy goes, we have a few on the board today. We have some sextile, and sextile is a positive, cooperative vibration between the energies of the two planets involved. It's likely to generate some positive outcome. Conjunct amplifies the energy of both planets involved. And ingress is a sign of transition. It's literally when a planetary body makes a move out of one sign and into the next one. Signs of mention on the page today are Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, and Gemini. So with all of that said, I have divided our aspects into two columns, one for each of our luminaries. The moon sheds light on our inner lives, and it sets the tone for our emotional experiences and domestic relations. The moon moves very quickly, creating many brief aspects that represent ambient energies that may produce moods and other internal experiences for us throughout the course of the day. The sun sheds light on our outer lives, and I address the rest of the planets on this side because these aspects take longer and they have more of an impact on our actions and interactions out in the world. We start with the moon today. Central Standard Time, friends. at 10:50 a.m., the moon goes sextile to Saturn. This is a time to reinforce our protections in the heart and home. Make sure all of your doors and windows work the way they're supposed to, the locks work. It's also a good time for protective magic like smudging, protective spell work, or to refresh or dust off our protective sigils and decorations. 2 hours. Focus on protection for the heart and the home. So today's lunar energy signature is one of action in the mode of protection. We make moves to guard what is precious to us in the heart and home, and those moves generate good outcomes. As for the sun side of the page in the ongoing column, today is day 2 of 4 for Venus conjunct Pluto. Venus is stationing to go direct next week. No, Venus is stationing to go retrograde next week. And among other things, this means we're going to see this aspect twice this month. Once now while Venus is direct, and the second time on December 25th through the 29th while Venus is in retrograde. So we'll look at the Venus direct themes for now, but keep in mind we're going to see something of a change in this aspect when it comes back around at the end of this month. When it comes to Venus in aspect with Pluto, we usually feel more desiring of attention and affection. The conjunct energy of this aspect turns those desires up to 11. Not only are we more desiring, but we all find a way to be more magnetic and attractive at this time. Our pulling power may be subtle, perhaps even subconscious. We have to be careful, though, not to use our power to attract for the wrong reasons or in ways that negate the consent of those who are drawn to us. If we're partnered, this aspect may bring in some fun and sexy extremes in the bedroom. Or if we're looking for a partner or just a very good time, chances are you'll find someone good under this influence. The key to success during this aspect is to be open and genuinely giving of your love and attention with no catches or ulterior motives. Pluto doesn't do half-assery, and Venus expects full satisfaction. If you can't show up with all your love to give, it may be better to sit your ass at home and ride this one out. This aspect will end in 3 days, but expect it to be an ongoing theme since we're going to see it again on the flip side of Venus retrograde in a couple of weeks. Today is day 2 of 2 for Venus, Mercury, sextile Jupiter. Mercury and Jupiter always get us into making bigger plans for the future. And with the sextile aspect, those plans can actually be generative of good outcomes. That is to say that the expanded plans for your life that you articulate under this influence are likely to unfold with relatively few hiccups and in accordance with your vision or better. Jupiter brings good fortune as well. So set some bold intentions. This lucky opportunity to speak your dreams into reality will come along again next April. And there are no new aspects on the sun side of the page today. Next week is going to be a pretty active week. Mars will enter Sagittarius on Monday, and Mercury enters Capricorn the same day. There's a full moon in Gemini next Saturday, and then on Sunday, Venus is stationing to go retrograde the same time that Chiron is going direct. And we will talk about these things and more as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather forecast for Sunday, December 12, 2021. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up here for about 30 seconds so that you may have time to look it over. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. My name is Melanie Rose, and I will see you back here tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.